What's up, y'all? So, recently I picked up this tiller, gas powered. It's obviously used, got some miles and years on it, but it runs. Copped it for about 80 bucks, which for this style of tiller is actually, it's a steal as far as I'm concerned. I could have found it for cheaper or haggled, but the bulk of it does what it's supposed to do. It's in pretty good condition aside from the age of it and a little dirt and grime here and there. So one of the things I noticed, it runs, but it was leaking fuel, and this is why. Look a little closer, see if we can get the camera to focus. And so, well, that's about the best we gonna get, but these fuel lines, this is the fuel tank, mind you. Okay, that's the way it normally would sit, roughly. I took some stuff loose so I could access the fuel hose. And so what I'm gonna do is replace these hoses. I'm gonna go ahead and replace this valve as well, because there's some seals inside of there that I'm sure are not in the best condition given the way these hoses look, because that stuff is going to be made out of pretty much the same material. So if the hoses are bad and this is original equipment, you might as well replace this valve as well. And once that's done, I'll put some fuel system treatment in here and let it work its way down into the carburetor. Okay, that's the carburetor, that's the bowl. Excuse me, can't see my finger. That's the bowl. And I'm going, because this runs already, I'm not gonna take that carburetor apart. But if it didn't run, I would spray starter fluid in here, or just maybe put a teaspoon of gasoline in there and then try starting it. And if it fired up, then I would know that the carburetor is clogged. But because it starts up, the carburetor isn't clogged, so I'm just going to run some cleaner through it and some fresh gasoline, and that'll get the carburetor in good order. The other thing I'm going to do is check the spark plug. That's the spark plug boot right there, that little angle thing right there. And you see that little metal part there, that's the spark plug underneath. So I'll look up the spark plug gap, and then once I know what the gap is, I'll pull that plug, check the gap, and if it's the space, if the gap is what I need it to be, I'll put it back in there. If it needs to be adjusted, I'll adjust it, and then get to using this piece, make some money off of it. All right, so yeah, I'll show you that process. For now, just wanted to get you up to speed on what I'm going to do with it and how I'm getting about it. I'm also going to change the oil, because if I know people, they didn't do that. A lot of folks never really change the oil. They just kind of run stuff into the ground. So I'm pretty sure that's the drain plug right there, and this is the fill plug. And this doesn't have a dipstick, so usually the way that works is you add oil until it's like, somewhere up around there. I don't know. You're about a quarter or whatever. I'll look into that. I don't know for sure. I don't work on line equipment all the time, but yeah, all this stuff is, you can look it up. So if you want to tackle something like this, you just need a few little basic tools, some sockets and all that shit. But whatever. I'm just shooting this video because I like to show stuff like this. I learned how to do a lot of things from watching my dad and my uncles and other people that work on stuff. When I was a kid, I just watched people do shit, and then I get the gumption to try it myself. And then when I learned how to read, I would read encyclopedias and books and stuff to learn how to do what I wanted to do. And then shit, when YouTube and stuff like that came out, oh man, y'all already know I was on it. So, it's just me paying it forward. Um, as I do things, I just shoot video of it, so y'all can see how these things go, and if it does something for you, then cool. All right, peace. Until next time.